Hi everyone, it's Michael Jackson here for your monthly delivery update for November. I hope everyone's well and ready for the Christmas or festive break. So we'll get straight into it. As usual, I will talk over the delivery performance for November, and also we've got a special guest today, Lisa Rivera, who's going to talk about receipt of clean order and how we've progressed in that area over the last few months. So first of all, we will go into the overview of time to deliver. So as you all know, it's been a pretty solid 6-7 months of delivery with a change, a positive change almost every month. We've stabilized around the 46-day mark, but again, I can't reiterate this enough. It is stellar performance, and it's a combination of how you've supported us with your age whip and how we're driving our performance internally as well, and with our contract partners. So the planning stage came in at 14 days during November, 27 days for construction and 5 days for the install stage, which gave us an overall net delivery of 46. You may look at those numbers and think they don't add up to 46 necessarily, and it does flex every month because it's an average of the orders within that stage, not the average over the whole journey. So really positive performance, and we are seeing even more, or we've identified even more that we can do as we go into the new year, and we'll tell you more about that as we do go into the early months of Q1. The next slide gives you an overview of regional performance. Again, this just echoes the overall that I just went through there, pretty solid across all areas of the UK, and you can even see with the London region I've never really seen that level of performance, so it's really good. And again, it's about how we have got the rigor around our contract partners and how we're kind of performance managing those in collaboration. They're giving us feedback, we're giving them feedback, and we're seeing a positive trend there. And also what we're doing internally. And one of the things we have been looking at is receipt of clean order and the ROCO process, which takes me nicely into the next stage of this webinar, which is a Q&A with Lisa Rivera. So, hi Lisa, how are you?
Very well, thank you. That was a nice segue.
It was. It's almost like I planned it. Do you just want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, so my name's Lisa Rivera. I'm an operations manager in Karen's area, and my teams work primarily on back office functions. So we look at ROCO, receipt of clean order, and we also look at non-fluid WIP in both design and 517.
Great, thank you very much. So Lisa's kindly come on to do some quick fire questions with me around the ROCO process. So Lisa, can you just remind people the importance of the ROCO check?
Yeah, so the importance of the check is that we receive a clean order right at the very front end. So that means that we've got all the details to start the survey straight off the bat. All those details shouldn't really change throughout the life cycle of the order. And it just means that actually it progresses through our WIP as it should. And we can then quickly kind of reduce time to deliver just by doing that.
Excellent. And like I said to the audience there, the viewers, some of what great stuff you and your team have done has helped us even improve even further. So we do appreciate that. How have things improved then in terms of the ROCO element in particular? Is there anything you can give us there?
Yeah, so it's been really, really positive. We're working closely with planning and with our design teams to just pick up on anything that needs to be flagged at the front end. We've got the process down. We sort of started in September. So we've been going for 3 months now, and the results look really, really good. So the metric that we can see at the moment on time to deliver for just the planning days, if we look at the difference between orders that haven't had a ROCO and orders that have had a ROCO, the difference is 5.2 days. Now that doesn't even include whether the ROCO was clean or not. For us, what it actually is at the front end isn't so much of an issue. It's about making sure that we're flagging that right at the very front of the order where the things are missing, and then we can usually pick up that time by turning that around straight at the front end at the
Excellent.
welcome stage.
No, it's really good numbers there, and I'm sure it will get better and better as you finesse the process.
Yeah, that 5.2 has actually been quite consistent. So
Mm.
we had a similar kind of metric for October, but it was still quite early. So there wasn't a huge volume of orders to check that through. But October is the first month that where we can say actually it's made quite a big difference to time to deliver. Yeah.
Excellent.
The next metric we want to look at for this month is how does Rocco impact time to deliver end to end? And it's still been a bit early, but I think this month might be the first month that we have some stats around it.
Great. Excellent. And we'll share that, I'm sure, when we get that digested and formalized. So what's the biggest issue you and the team are seeing that's preventing orders from kind of progressing?
Yeah, so the big two, one of them will surprise you, the other one won't. So the biggest one is actually primary site contact name and number. So it's trying to get examples through of where that's happening and checking whether that is whether that's a front end issue on the Engage portal or whether that's the customer, just the way the customer's filling in the form. Or whether it's something that we need to change in the way we're checking it. So there's three different things there. So it's primarily the biggest thing that stops the order from going straight into survey stage. The next one won't be a surprise. It's asbestos. So it's whether the building is pre-2000 or post-2000. And then the next question off the back of that is, do we know the location of the asbestos register? If you get the first question incorrect, that obviously impacts the second. But yeah, it's a critical question. For legality, we need that to be correct. So we've added on a additional kind of Google check, and so we can just sort of check how old the building is, and we can go back on historic maps and just see if it was there pre-2000 or not.
Great.
And that's helped, yeah.
Yeah, and the asbestos it isn't taken lightly. It's a health and safety issue, isn't it? So
Yes,
we do
it
need to
is.
know. That's why we drill into it so hard. So
Yeah.
thanks for all of that, Lisa, and the quick fire questions. The last one, I suppose, is the viewers. What key message do you want them to take away from this webinar?
Yeah, so the key message is sort of I suppose it's just thinking about the quality of the order coming through. Obviously that Rocco check is done to flag any issues right at the very front end, and then it's kind of turning that around on the next stage. So it's not allowing orders to progress past KCI welcome until we've got everything there and ready to go, and then we can send it off to planning and they can do their thing.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Lisa. And thanks to everyone for a great year so far. We've got December now. We've only got a bit left. It's been very positive from our point of view, and I know our relationships with you as customers is getting better and better. We are going to revamp the webinars as we go into the new year, so I'm sure I'll have a slot, but I won't lead them as much. Some of you may be happy with that, not seeing me every month, but the customer experience team will be taking over. And like I say, I won't be gone. We will do a slot around delivery. If you need anything in the meantime, please reach out to me. If you've got any ideas for future webinars, please reach out as well. And if I don't speak to you before Christmas, I hope everyone has a great festive period, and Merry Christmas to those celebrating. Thank you.
Thank you.